Hi everyone and welcome back. In this video we are going to talk about event sourcing with event driven architecture. So event sourcing is not directly linked with event driven architecture, but it is just saying that how can we maintain the sequence of events, or it is just a way to store the sequence of events which are happening. So in the traditional event-driven architecture, we don't have a track of events which are getting executed by consumers. You keep raising the events. I don't think you are maintaining a sequence. You keep raising the events and the consumers are processing that event. We are not maintaining the state of a particular event. I mean, we don't have the whole system state. The events are coming and getting executed at any point of time. If we try to get the state, we don't have like what all events has been processed. If we try to play around the whole state, what all event state has been executed to achieve this particular state, we don't have that information. So event sourcing is introducing this event store which keeps the stack of all the events together, and then it will publish them. Okay, like you have the card created, item 1, item 2, item 1 removed, shipping information added, right? These 5 6 set of events, first you will put that in the event store. Now you have whole information of event store which are going to be published, and then it will publish to the same SQS system, and then it will get published or processed. Okay, so even if something failed, you still have the logging information. You still know what all events you have published. So this intermediate event store is event sourcing. We are actually storing these events which are going to be triggered, right? So you can say that this order placed, order approved, order shipped, order received, order cancelled, and customer address change, right? All these are sequence of events which we are storing in the event store, and then we are sending these events to the responsible services. So at any point of time, if I wanted to check the state of this particular event, which particular event is getting executed, which has been failed, I can do the tracing, I can do the logging, and I can identify the state where it has broken if you wanted to identify. So all these are actually events which are carrying the state change. Okay, and there is a set of sequence we have already established in this event store. Okay, this will happen in this particular event. Okay, so most applications works with data, like typical approaches from the application to maintain the current state. Like for example, REST. Here we are making get, put, post, delete, and we if we are executing these instructions, these set of methods in a particular order, then we always know what the final state is going to be. Okay, so the event sourcing pattern defines an approach to handle the operations on that data which is driven by a sequence of event. Okay, what is highlighted here? Driven by sequence of events, each of which recorded in the append only store. So that store is recording all these events which are getting processed in a particular sequence. Okay, if you talk about event sourcing, like these are actually requests coming from different services, like create user, user 2, user 3, user 4. And if you see how database will update, database will create first user, then second user, third user, and fourth user. And finally, if you see the final state of that database table, you will see all the names available there, whatever user requested in the same order. Sequence was same. The first user we have created was Neha, then Prince, and all these keep adding, right? So here we are actually maintaining the sequence of the events, and in the same sequence, this state of this particular table had changed. Okay, advantage of event sourcing. With event sourcing, the state change, whatever is happening, we can do the audit logging. Okay, we can replay the events in case of application failure. We can reconstruct the state of event because we have the set of events or sequence of events which has been triggered to achieve this particular state. Okay, these are two most important state. In the next video, we'll talk about command query responsibility segregation pattern. So, which is actually extension of event sourcing. Okay, here we are getting these events and we just create a sequence of events. We put them in a particular store and then these are getting processed. Okay, what if we try to segregate and read and write kind of sequence from here. There will be some read events, some write events. Write events will be nothing but actions, will be commands. Read events will be nothing but query. You will be sending a query event. You will be sending a command event, right? If we talk in terms of event driven design. Okay, let's have a look on CQRS pattern in the next video.